Hello everyone, I'm Dennis Cometti. It's time for Saturday Night Football. Tonight we're coming to you from the Gabba. Wonderful weather for football. These lineups look very strong and both teams look fired up and set to go. Well, here we go. It's the Lions versus Essendon. Deft touch from Martin. Leuenberger gets it out of the crowd. Nice work from Green. You know more about him than me, Richo. Reckon he can bag this one?
He'll need a bigger kick than he has from here.
Essendon get a goal on the board first. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Big leap. Buick onto the ball. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. Beams laps up the misplaced footy. It's his. Robinson boots it. Zorko looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. They want to see this one even it up. He was celebrating the moment that left his boot. The first goal for Zorko. Nice bounce. Martin didn't even get close to that tap. Kelly bumped off the ball. Leuenberger, I've got no idea how he managed to get that out. Merritt with his head down, running for home. Merritt just manages to sink it.
Merritt's got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster.
Moves it quickly by hand. Intercept by Buick. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. He plays on now. Merritt just stopping for a quick dance. Mays takes it well.
Mays is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. He hand passes it, he boots it. He takes a strong mark. He gets boot to the ball. He claims the ball. Rockcliffe with the kick. The mark will be paid.
Bumps the pigskin. Off hands. That play is as high-tech as it can for. Picture-perfect drop punt. A great effort.
Hooker got a really good footballing brain. He completely mistimes the kick. Leuenberger takes the mark, misses the tackle. He gets boot to the ball. Bastanak gets the upper hand, puts boot to ball. Robinson marks the ball.
Kicks it. Gardner gets the upper hand. Gets boot to Lever. Beams claims the ball.
Beams shown a lot of character with his recent performances, and the ball goes out of bounds. The umpire wants to throw it in. It's tapped down nicely. Even under extreme pressure, he's got the handball out. He gets boot to the ball.
Mays intercepts the bouncing ball. Kolyak with no other option but to put it to the empty space. I see it, but I don't believe it. All is in readiness. Clean tap out of the ruck. Goddard has the ball. Leuenberger with the football. He just can't get out of the action. Kelly running in, about to kick. And the mark will be paid. Green. Is it? Is it? Solid goal. Goal number 2 for Green. Nice bounce. Sharkey hardly provided a challenge. Merritt got caught with his hands in the cookie jar. The first quarter is over and the Lions trailing by 18. The siren sounds for the second quarter.
Always make a total effort, even when the odds are against you.
Nice interception. Kelly gains possession through the interception. Beams with a perfect drop punt. Marked by Matheson. Kicks. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Kicked by Beams. Nice hands. A monster kick will be required from here. A 45-degree angle shouldn't be too hard for Zorko.
Brisbane haven't taken many marks inside their 50. They need to be more aggressive and create some room or they'll find themselves far too behind on the scoreboard. He boots it. That miss is going to come back to haunt him.
He'll be disappointed with that effort.
Essendon have been taking the time to size up the right option at the right time so they haven't been hurt on the turnover. And that's why they're on track to win this match. Goal for Brisbane. Brisbane trails for Bombers.
The ball is bounced. Claimed by Leuenberger. Martin aims for his man on the ground. Gets the loose ball. Don't know how he managed to get that out of the pack. Down goes Collier. Collier setting his sights on the goals. Testing shot outside the 50. The ball crosses the boundary. Ruckman hard at it. Leuenberger with the hit, going for goal number 1. Goddard just squeezes it over the line. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. Martin directs it down. Beams with a big bump to Bill Chambers. And he's heading for home. Robinson going for number 1. Robinson goes long and gets the goal. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Finding the running player. I haven't seen him for a while, Richo.
Dennis, he just seems to be continually choosing the wrong option.
Kelly, urged on by the crowd, prepares to kick. This will have to be his very best kick to score from this range. He doesn't know the meaning of the word fear. In fact, it's fair to say he doesn't know the meaning of a lot of words. Cross couldn't hold on to that one. Collier picks up the loose ball. Matheson disappears into the sunset as he speeds away. Pick up by Harwood. He's racking up possessions. Dishes it off by hand. Sends it on its way. Martin having no trouble taking that one. Gets boot to high. That kick was asking a bit much of Gardner. Hurley onto the ball. Lobs the handball. Bill Chambers just stopping for a quick dance. Kicks. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. He kicks it. The ball's in the air. Danaher. Essendon with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading Brisbane 36-19. Methodically, the umpire bounces it beautifully. Leuenberger is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate Martin. Goddard holding the ball as he's collected by Rockcliffe. Kicked by Rockcliffe. It's Edward Scissorhands. Martin taps it. Goddard picks up the loose ball. The siren sounds, and that's the end of the second term. The score's the Bombers 36 to the Lions 19. Well, the players have had a good rest, and they look refreshed, ready for the third term.
Do not let what you can do interfere with what you can do.
Danaher holds the ball, and that'll be a free kick for Buick. Gets boot to leather. His mistake costs him a possession. Martin, I've got no idea how he managed to get that out. It was all his. 65 metres out. Zorko with a relatively easy shot. Kicks. Steady hands there as he holds that one.
Bell Chambers. He's got a decent leap on him, but there's still some room for improvement. He lines it up with the goal. Danaher lines up. A shocker of a kick. He taps it. Zaharakis scoops it up. Harwood gets bumped. Frost with handball. Buick kicks the ball. He gets it under pressure.
Leuenberger wants to play on. Gets boot to high. Well, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Lining up the goal now, 40 metres from home. Going for goal number 2. That ball's travelling. The Bombers get a goal. That's 2 in a row for Essendon. Essendon lead Brisbane. Leuenberger aims for his man on the ground. Bill Chambers, you gotta pass the ball. Jams it on the boot now. Matheson drops the mark. Very quiet by his standards. Kicks. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Free kick. A nice long kick by Andrews. Dances around the boundary line. Gains possession. Pasternak, cool under pressure, releases in time. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Cleanly picked up. Choose to kick it. Takes that one strongly. Beams gets a less than pretty drop putt away. Played on. Jumping at shadows. Goes up the line. Robinson gets the upper hand.
Robinson has so much potential. He could just be anything. Puts boot to ball. He takes a strong mark. Paperone lining up with the goals. He slams that on the boot. Beams with the mark.
40 metres out. Beams whacks one on the boot for goal. Beams scores with a beautiful kick. All is in readiness. Great bounce. Shackey. Leave the pinatas for the kids. Controlled by Bill. Tapped by Shackey. Beams gets it on the bounce. Goddard with the mighty fist. He takes control of the loose ball. Bill Chambers covers some ground with that effort. There's the siren for the end of the third quarter. The scores at Essendon 42 to the Lions 25.
If the Lions could going to stage a comeback.
It looks like this will be an interesting final quarter.
You can't just beat a team. You have to leave a lasting impression in their minds so that they never want to see you again.
Papaloni, urged on by the crowd, prepares to kick. Nice work from Hooker. He decides to play on. Sends the Sharon on its way. Cross doesn't waste that opportunity. We'll have another ball up. Guided down nicely by Gluenberger. Bounces favourably for Matheson. Gains possession. Merritt runs past and gets the ball. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Would you back him in from here, Richo?
I don't know if he'll make the distance here, Dennis.
Good tap from Mays. Andrews. Butt. Down goes Buick. Rooted by Buick. Nice mark under pressure. Rooted by Lester. Has he? Yes, he's paid it.
Goddard doesn't need to run to every contest because he's just so great at reading the play. He can play a kick ahead or behind the play and still rack up possessions. Good mark. Sending it on its way, Gardner drops it. It gets tapped. Zorko with the ball. That's a mark.
He decides to play on. Handballs from the tackle. Oh, that's a nice long kick. Takes it well. Jams it on the boot. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark. There's the peg. Beams grabs that one. A rushed hit. Great grab. Bill Chambers decides to play on. Kicks. Danaher presents and takes the mark. Can he kick it from here, Richo?
I don't know if he'll make the distance here, Dennis.
Buick picks it up. He's got the footy in his hands. Sweeping handball. And the mark will be paid.
Brisbane have taken plenty of marks, but they haven't converted enough into goals. That's why they find themselves trailing. He hand passes it. Rich giving away a free. It's played on. Goddard caught with the ball.
Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. Too far out to score, surely. The ball is thumped towards goal by Beams. He can't close the deal, and it's a point. It's not the score he was looking for. He's a long kick. Kelly over the top. He chooses to play on. Perhaps he was trying to audition for the ballet. Lester wins the marking contest. It's a win for the Bombers. Richo, any last-minute thoughts?
Well, that's just a shocker from Brisbane. Red-hot favourites with the bookies, but big losers here today. The stats don't lie. They never looked in the hunt all day, and there'll be some soul-searching back at the club this week.
Final scores are 42-26. Thanks for joining us, Richo, but that's all we have time for.
It's been a pleasure, Dennis. We'll catch you next time.